Hello, everybody. So glad that we get this time together today. Hope you're having a great day and off to a start of a great week in the Lord. I am anticipating, I'm expecting, and I hope you are as well. This week, I want to deal with faith. I remember a number of years ago, I was pastoring in Paducah at the time. I went to the hospital to visit one of my people there. And at that time, most of the hospital rooms, there were 2 patients per room. And I went in to visit one of my people. And when I did, they were in the first bed when you walk into the room. And then there was a curtain drawn. And I really could not tell who was on the other side. I was there visiting with one of our church members, and I was praying with them. That, being in a room like that, just a little curtain, you can hear everything that's being said on the other side. And I remember hearing these words from a gentleman on the other side. I guess he was visiting with his wife. He said something like this: "Mama, if I only had more faith, I would get out of here." And something just came all over me when he said that, and I had to step around the curtain to see who was there. Come to find out, I actually knew who they were, and the man was there dealing with the heart issue. And I just really felt impressed of the Lord. Now, I know possibly I may catch a little criticism even by the statement that I'm going to make. And I remember saying to him, "Sir," I said, reality is it takes as much faith to be where you are as it does to see your healing. In other words, if you haven't got there yet, it doesn't mean that God isn't working. It's you keeping your confidence. It's you relying upon God's ability, even in the circumstance when you haven't seen it manifest. The Bible tells us in the book of Hebrews, chapter 11, verse 1, I believe it is. It says, "Now faith is the substance of things hoped for. It's the evidence of things not seen." The Bible tells us in the book of Mark, chapter 11, verse 22, Jesus answered and said unto them, "Have faith in God." Another translation would say it like this: "Have the faith of God." Now listen to what he says next. "For assuredly I say to you, that whosoever says to this mountain, Be thou removed, and be cast into the sea, and does not doubt in his heart, but believe those things that he says, he will be done, he will have whatever he says. Therefore, I say to you that whatsoever things you ask when you pray, believe that you receive them, and you shall have them." We're commanded to have faith. Matter of fact, the Bible tells us that God has dealt to every one of us the measure of faith. What measure of faith? How much faith? I believe it's the right measure to believe him. If I could put simply what the definition of faith in just a simple context, just like this, I'd say it like this: faith is simply trusting and relying upon God. It's casting all our cares upon him. It's relying upon what he said and what he has promised to do for us and with us and through us. I believe it's simply trusting him. The Bible tells us in the Old Testament, tells us in the New Testament, and the just shall live by faith. I'm not standing here in my own ability. I am in one sense in my own strength, but I'm here because of my faith and my confidence in Jesus Christ, that he has saved me, that he has forgiven me, that he has redeemed my life from destruction, crown me with loving kindness and tender mercies, and he fills my mouth with good things so that my youth is renewed like the eagles. Friend, I want to tell you, if you're struggling today, listen, every one of us, faith is at work in you right now. But I believe we can go from faith to faith. I believe we can go from strength to strength. So I want you to stay with me over the course of this week, because we're going to talk about growing in faith. We're going to talk about living in faith, walking in faith, and I believe we're going to come to a whole new realm of faith in the Lord. And I believe God wants to do more in us. I believe God wants to do more through us. I believe God wants to do more with us than you and I have ever walked in before. But it's going to take faith in God to see it happen. Remember, listen, the just are going to live by faith.